students, welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss the atomic size of elements in the modern periodic table. In the previous standards you have learned that atomic size is determined by its radius. So let's see how. Suppose this is an element. The atomic radius of an element is nothing but the distance of the outermost orbit from the center of the nucleus. So this distance is nothing but the atomic radius. So more is the atomic radius, more is the atomic size. Less is the atomic radius, less is the atomic size. So this atomic radius is measured in the picometer. 1 picometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 12 meter. That means it is even less than the nanometer. So the atomic radius is an important parameter to measure the atomic size. Let's see one more parameter, that is nuclear charge. We know that all the atoms have nucleus to it at its central position, right? So the nucleus possesses protons and neutrons. Neutrons are electrically neutral, that means they don't have any charge on them, and the proton have positive charge on them. That means the nucleus have positively charged due to presence of protons, right? So surrounding to this neutron orbits are present, okay? So these orbits are having electrons arranged on them. We know that electrons are negatively charged particles. That's why the positively charged nucleus keep holding the negatively charged electrons because of the force of attraction between them, right? We also know that number of protons inside the nucleus is nothing but the atomic number of that element, right? As the atomic number increases, the number of protons inside the nucleus is also increases, and number of electrons outside the nucleus on the shells are also increases, because the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons, okay? As the number of protons increases, the nuclear charge, that is the positive charge, goes on increases. Let's see the relation between atomic size and the period. Consider an example of third period. The third period starts with the sodium, atomic number 11. That means the 11 proton it has in its nucleus. See, the diagram is showing the arrangement of electrons in the orbit. As you move to the next element in the same period, one more electron gets added in the same shell. So simultaneously protons is also adding in the nucleus, okay? As you move further to the aluminium, one more electron gets added in the same shell. Again the number of protons increases inside the nucleus. So like this the number of electrons goes on adding as you move from left to right across the period. As the atomic size of all the elements increases, the number of protons inside the nucleus increases, the number of electrons are also increases, but here you will find that the number of electrons goes on adding in the same shell, that is this outermost shell, as you move across the period. That means the force of attraction between the nucleus and the outermost orbit goes on increases as the atomic number increases. That's why the nucleus pulls more and more the outermost orbit inside, and that's how the size of the atom is reducing as you move from period number 3, okay? So here let's see the diagrammatic representation. So this is the period number 2. Here also the same shell is using to arrange the number of electrons as we go from left to right in the period number 2. Here the lithium, if you see, it has 1 electron in its outermost shell. Here next to it 2 electrons, 3 electrons, 4 electrons. Like this the number of electrons goes on increases successively. Like that the number of protons also goes on increasing in the nucleus. So the nuclear charges goes on increases as you move, and that's why the force of attraction is also increases, and this force of attraction helps to reduce, or we can say is responsible to reduce the size of the atom. See, this is the period 3. Here the size of the sodium is more. Though the atomic number of sodium is less, though the less number of electrons are present in the last shell or in the valence shell, the size of the sodium is more. See, the size of magnesium is reduced. Again the size of aluminum is reduced. If you see the last element, that is chlorine, it is having the least size than the previous elements. So this is the statement of conclusion. atomic size decreases as we go from left to right in a period in a modern periodic table. So let's see atomic size and the group relation. So what do you think happens as we move from top to bottom in the group? So let's see with the example. Let's take first example of group 1, that is alkali metals. So these are the elements from group 1. As you go down in the group, the number of electrons are increasing, but here the difference is that along with the increasing number of electrons, see the number of protons are also increases. Not number of protons, it number of shells are also increases. Okay, the hydrogen is having one shell, here the lithium is having 2 shells, sodium is having 3 shells, potassium is having 4 shells. That means as you go from top to bottom, the number of shells are also increasing along with the number of electrons increasing. That's why the distance from nucleus is also increasing, and this is the reason that atomic size is increasing as you move down to the group. Let's see one more example. Example of group number 17, that is halogens. So these are the elements of halogen. So fluorine, it has 9 electrons. Okay, in all it has 9 electrons. So it has 2 shells. Chlorine, it has more number of electrons than the fluorine, but one more shell is added in it, that is number of shells are 3. In the boron, 4 shells are there. Iodine, again one more shell is added. So like this, as the number of electrons are increases, the number of shells are also increasing. So the distance of outermost shell from the nucleus is also increases, and that's how the nuclear charge overweigh here in the group. Okay, as a result of that, atomic size increase in spite of increased nuclear charge. So this is the statement of conclusion. Atomic size increases as we go down in the group. So let's see the diagrammatic representation of periodic table according to atomic size. See, if you go down in the group, see all the group, if you compare, the same patterns is followed by all elements. See the first size of the element, here it is less size. As you go down, the size goes on increases, and the last element present in the group is having the more size, right, than the previous elements. If you move across the period, what you will find, the size of the first element is more, and the size is reducing as you go more and more to the left side. Okay, sorry, more and more to the right side. So here the size goes on increases as you go down in the group. As you move from left to right in the periodic table, the size of the atom decreases. Okay, this was all about the atomic size of the element across the period and along the group. Okay students, hope you understand the periodic trend of atomic size. So students, thank you. See you soon. Bye.